What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? Today is 2/22/22. This is never going to happen again, at least in our lifetimes, something like this. So enjoy your 2/22/22 day, which is just the year and all that stuff. But regardless, though, we're going to talk about subscribers first, about the 100,000 subscribers. Guys, we're going for the gold. That's why I'm wearing this. We're literally 57 subscribers away from hitting 100,000 subscribers. Freaking amazing. I've been doing this for 6 years and it's been amazing, and I cannot believe I have literally this many subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please think about joining, being one of the first 100,000 subscribers or more if we get it before. I'd love to hit it today. I said it yesterday, but I think we can really hit it today. You guys have been doing amazing work. Amazing work, guys. Amazing work. But anyways, thank you so much, guys. With that said, we got some great tech news stories and a handful of questions. So let's just dive into the tech news. First, our first story, I don't talk about the PlayStation or the Xbox or video games in general a lot, but I'm into VR and I'm into PlayStation, I'm into Xbox, I am into video games, I just don't talk about them much. Here's a first look at the PlayStation VR headset, the second generation that will be compatible with the PlayStation 5. And we still don't have an actual full release date for this, but here's the design of it. It's gonna have one cable instead of having multiple cables. The controllers will be wireless. They look really like the ones from Meta, but you know what? At least the controllers do anyway. I'm totally digging all of this stuff. I cannot wait to try this. It's supposed to be 4K resolution, 120 hertz, OLED displays in there. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. I'm just curious price-wise what it's going to be as well. If I had to guess, I'm guessing it's going to be $399. I don't think they'll make it more than any of the PlayStation 5s. That'd be kind of weird, but you never know. Maybe it'd be $299 or $399, but I'm locking down $399. What are your guesses? Before we jump into the next story, you might ask, where's my Galaxy Tab S8 and my Galaxy S22? It's kind of early still here. I haven't received my delivery yet, and I have to make sure I'm home because I know I have to sign for those. So I still don't have mine, but with that said, let's just jump into the next story. Having to do with One UI 4.1. Some of you have been asking me, hey, Greg, when are we going to see One UI 4.1 on the Galaxy S21 series, especially the S21 Ultra? Well, it looks like it's coming very, very soon as the end of February. And as you can see from the headline, it's a Verizon rep that's saying that the S21 One UI 4.1 update will be coming by the end of February and then hitting other countries and places maybe in March or mid-March at that. But ultimately what you're looking to get here, some of the features anyway, are the ability to use all the rear camera lenses in Pro mode, having the ability to use the ultra wide and night mode in apps such as Instagram and Snapchat, and also the ability to customize how much virtual RAM you want, to all the way up to 8 gigs of RAM and other things as well. So kind of a nice little update that should be coming to put your phone more in line with the S22s, because those already have 4.1. And then the last story is, it's kind of like, you know, I don't have my phone yet, so I can't give you like my first impressions or a review or whatever you want just yet, but The Verge put out a review already for the phone, and I haven't read the full thing, but I looked at the pros and the cons and I thought about it, and I want to ask you guys, it's not really a question, it is a question, but it's also a discussion of sorts to say, like, is this enough? These pros, are these enough to make you not only want to upgrade and maybe go over to the Samsung side, but is it enough of an upgrade just to say, yeah, this phone is a success over its predecessor? So let's just check out what they said for their pros and their cons as well. So for the good stuff, they said that it has snappy overall performance. They said that the built-in S Pen is versatile and has a unique offering, excellent cameras and improved portrait mode. And then they said the bad stuff is lackluster battery performance, stylus features can take a while to master, and night selfie portraits don't look great. And I think when we talk about the good stuff, really they're mentioning the cameras, they're mentioning the performance, and they're mentioning the S Pen as well. And I think those probably are the main things, especially the camera and the S Pen. Like, are those enough to just make you upgrade from whatever phone you're on to that phone? And I think in a lot of ways, yes, it is. Performance has always been really, really good, especially in the last few years with Samsung phones, and really any phone for that matter that's a flagship phone. So that's not really a surprise. And then the bad stuff that they mentioned is kind of weird, like which I kind of agree. Sometimes it is hard for someone new or even anybody to find some of those features with the S Pen that might be quote unquote advanced or slightly advanced features. And then they also mentioned battery performance. I've heard that in the air because I haven't really watched that many videos about this phone, of people saying that the battery performance hasn't been that great, which is a little bit of a letdown. And it remains to be seen, can they fix that with updates, which they probably could, hopefully they can, and go from something that is lackluster to something that's been in the S21 Ultra as something that's really, really good. And I think that would be weird if we went from that phone to this phone, and even though they have slightly different processors in terms of generational processors, why would it be so much worse? Because they're basically the same phones, more or less, except for the S Pen being in there. But that remains to be seen. Is this enough of an upgrade with these, good things and bad things? Let me know in the comments down below. With that said, let's jump into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that beat. Dave says, hey Greg, if the Z Flip 4 has the same 3300 milliamp battery, do you think the new chip will help battery life? No, I don't think it will help battery life. I think you're gonna run into similar battery woes, but I don't see them, I don't know, you would think they'd wanna put something bigger in there to get better battery life for people, but I think they wanna keep the things light and small, and I don't think they're gonna do much for it. Billy Richards says, did your Tab S8 Ultra keyboard cover get delayed? I just noticed on my order that mine is delayed until March 18th. No, I haven't noticed mine's delayed. It seems like it's shipped with it based off of my order from Samsung. Silent Runner speaks, what are your thoughts on rocking S22 Ultra without a case? Am I crazy? Is Victus Plus good enough? I mean, if you're really gentle and you don't bring your phone anywhere, sure. I would definitely put a pop socket or something on the back so that you can grip it better. And if it does fall, it's potential that the phone grip of some sort would kind of elevate it off the back in case it fell. You're living dangerously, son, but some people do. I probably wouldn't do it. I don't trust myself. Janet Wilson, have you heard anything definitive about the display issue that some seem to be having on the Ultra with a supposed pixelated vertical line? Apparently it's limited to Exynos models. Any insight? I haven't really heard anything about that, to be honest with you. Most of the people, I do a lot of my news gathering on Twitter these days. It seems to be the place to be to get any kind of information. I really haven't heard anybody complaining about it or talking about it, so not really. Tisha Brown, what is Kids Cafe? How do you download it? If you're talking about the Samsung thing, for like the kids, I did a video on that. If you just go onto my channel, go to my videos, in the top right, there's a magnifying glass. Just search Samsung Kids, you'll see my latest video for it. Ayana Moonchild, you had mentioned in a previous video that the Fold 4 having an S Pen that inserts into it possibly. My Note 9 won't be paid off yet for a few more months, so I'm wondering if after it will finally be done, should I go for the S22 Ultra or try for the Fold 4, or will it be cheaper at launch than the 3 was? Well, okay, so the Fold 4, I do expect it to drop in price. I expect it to be at least $100 cheaper, $16.99, if not $14 to $15.99, somewhere in that price range. I'm gonna guess $1,500 is what it's gonna come out at. And then to answer your question, should you get the S22 Ultra or the Fold 4? I always say, if you haven't tried a folding phone, give it an opportunity and try it. But then at that point, you're really coming into, should you just wait for the S23 Ultra? Because the Z Fold 4 will come out in August or September. And then if you just wait like literally four or 5 months, you can end up just getting the S23 Ultra. So it's a tough one. But ultimately, I would say, give yourself a chance and probably try to go for the Fold 4. I think it's an interesting phone enough that you'd probably want to give it a try. And the last question comes from Sachin Achara, says, best wishes Greg, way for 100K. Thank you so much. Please give away S22 Ultra to me. Questions, rumors having S Pen and almost similar display design and less battery. How concerned are you? Or will we see bigger battery on the Z Fold 4? I really wish S22 Ultra lens for the Fold 4 because it's last year. They're going to use 108 megapixel, improved to 10 megapixel telephoto. It's time Fold going Ultra. Samsung should just use most of their premium flagship. Blessing for the days. It kind of goes back to what I've been saying about this phone. They want to get the price lower, so I really still think we're going to see the S22/S22 Plus cameras in it, which will be a jump from what we've had in the past. The under-display camera is supposed to be improved on the Z Fold 4 as well, which definitely is much needed. And then beyond that, it's like, they're going to keep this price low. They want to keep it low, so they're not going to put the best of the best of the best in this because it is a different manufacturing for it. And also they don't sell as many of this device as they do their other phones, such as the S22 line of phones, so they can keep those phones a little bit cheaper. And then the manufacturing costs just continue to stay like slightly higher than anything else, because the more you make, the less it costs. And they're just not at that point with the folding phones. So there you guys go. That is your questions for today. Thank you so much. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below with the word question. If you're not subscribed, do it, guys. We're almost at 100,000. Oh my God. Cannot believe. I'm so excited for that. And then we still have our giveaway going on till February 28th. That's linked down below. You can win an S22 Ultra, or 3, or a total of 4 phones are being given away at this point. And then once they hit 100,000, I'll do another giveaway as well. So there you guys go. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road.